Welcome back to SceptiCosmos. Have you ever gazed at the night sky, wondering about the stars and their patterns? Join us as we uncover the secrets hidden among the stars and explore the rich mythology that gave rise to these celestial wonders. We will unveil some of the captivating stories behind these renowned constellations. So stick around till the end, because the last story behind one of these constellations is truly hard to believe. Let's kick off our story with the vast constellation of Aquarius. Aquarius is one of the 12 constellations of the Zodiac and situated between Capricornus and Pisces. Aquarius was first recorded in the 2nd century by the Greek astronomer Ptolemy, making it one of the oldest documented constellations. It's also one of the biggest, spreading out over 980 square degrees. Despite its size, it can be difficult to see with the naked eye, as there are no particularly bright stars that stand out. The name Aquarius means cupbearer or water-bearer in Latin. In Greek mythology, the constellation represents Ganymede, a handsome young man who was the object of Zeus's affection. According to lore, he was brought to Mount Olympus, where he served as cupbearer to the gods and was granted eternal youth. Aquarius can be seen in the spring in the southern hemisphere and the fall in the northern hemisphere. Let's now turn our gaze towards another intriguing entity in the Zodiac's family, the nurturing and intuitive constellation of Cancer. Cancer, meaning crab in Latin, is the 4th sign of the Zodiac. It's one of the dimmest constellations, featuring only 2 stars above the 4th magnitude. The Cancer constellation occupies an area of 506 square degrees and lies between Leo and Gemini. In Greek mythology, Cancer represents the giant crab that attacked Hercules during the 2nd of the 12 labors he performed as punishment for killing his family. It was sent by the jealous goddess Hera to hinder Hercules as he battled the water serpent Hydra, but he killed it with his club. When trying to find it, don't expect to find the shape of a crab in the sky. It looks more like a faint upside-down Y. Now, let's navigate through the star-studded cosmos towards the captivating and distinctive constellation of Cassiopeia. With its distinctive W shape formed by 5 bright stars, Cassiopeia is one of the most easily recognizable constellations in the northern night sky. The constellation is named after the vain queen Cassiopeia in Greek mythology, wife of the king Cepheus of Ethiopia. As the legend goes, Cassiopeia boasted that she was more beautiful than the sea nymphs called the Nereids. Her claim angered Poseidon, god of the sea, who sent a sea monster called Cetus to destroy the kingdom. Cassiopeia's daughter, Princess Andromeda, was left bound to a rock as prey for the monster, but she was rescued by Perseus the hero, whom she later married. Cassiopeia, Cepheus, and Princess Andromeda were all elevated to the sky as stars. Only Cassiopeia suffered humiliation. She was forced to wheel around the North Celestial Pole on her throne, spending half of her time upside down, clinging so she doesn't fall off. After delving into the myths and majesty of Cassiopeia, let's traverse the cosmic sea towards the vibrant and intriguing Gemini. Gemini is one of the constellations of the Zodiac and is located in the northern sky. Gemini is the 30th largest constellation in the sky, occupying an area of 514 square degrees. In Latin, Gemini denotes the twins, representing Castor and Polydeuces from Greek mythology. Born to Spartan Queen Leda, who Zeus seduced in a swan disguise, Polydeuces and his sister Helen were immortal. Leda's later offspring, Castor and Clytemnestra, fathered by Tyndareus, were mortal. Despite their differing fathers, the brothers remained inseparable. After a fatal clash with twins, Idas and Lynceus, the mourning Polydeuces, requested Zeus to extend his immortality to Castor, resulting in their eternal positioning in the sky as the Gemini constellation. Visible in February, this constellation, a U-shaped formation marked by 2 bright stars for Castor and Pollux, is nestled northeast of Orion and between Taurus and Cancer. Leaving Gemini's charm behind, we're now setting our sights on the bold constellation of Taurus. The constellation Taurus, also known as the Bull, is one of the oldest and most recognizable constellations. It forms the bull's right eye and is the brightest star in the constellation, as well as the 14th brightest star in the sky. In Greek mythology, there are several stories involving the bull. In the most famous, Zeus transformed himself into a white bull with golden horns named Taurus, after fell in love with the Phoenician princess Europa. He used the disguise to carry Europa away to Crete on his back. The Taurus constellation is fairly easy to find due to its bright Aldebaran star and its prominent V shape, which represents the head and horns of the bull. Now let's venture into the deeper cosmos to behold the grandeur of Ursa Major, famously known as the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper is often mistaken for its own constellation, but it's actually an asterism within the constellation of Ursa Major. As the Greek myth goes, Zeus fell in love with a young nymph named Callisto. Hera, Zeus's wife, was jealous and transformed Callisto into a bear. While she was in animal form, she came across her son Arcus, but he didn't recognize the bear as his mother and tried to shoot her. Zeus intervened and turned Acris into a bear too. He placed Callisto, Ursa Major, and her son, Ursa Minor, permanently in the night sky. After the Big Dipper, let's now explore the constellation of Pegasus. Pegasus is one of the most prominent constellations in the northern sky. Pegasus belonged to Poseidon, the god of the sea, earthquakes, and storms. In a battle between Perseus and Medusa, Perseus decapitated her, and the winged horse sprang from her blood. Pegasus was stolen by the Greek hero Bellerophon with the help of Athena and Poseidon. Pegasus allowed Bellerophon to ride him in order to defeat the monstrous chimera. However, Bellerophon later fell from the creature's back while trying to reach Mount Olympus. After some time, the riderless Pegasus reached Olympus, and Zeus transformed him into the famous constellation. Pegasus was also known for bringing thunder and lightning to Zeus whenever he needed it. Leaving Pegasus behind, let's turn our attention to the meticulously arranged stars of the Virgo constellation. As the Zodiac's largest and second largest overall constellation, Virgo covers 1,294 square degrees. Its Latin name means virgin, symbolizing Persephone from Greek mythology, the daughter of Demeter, the harvest goddess. The tale of Persephone's abduction by the underworld god, her mother's sorrow causing winter, and Zeus's intervention leading to Persephone's partial return forms the mythological basis for seasonal change. Every year, she spends 4 months in the underworld as a consequence of consuming a pomegranate, marking winter. When reunited with Demeter, spring returns to the northern hemisphere. Leaving the vast constellation of Virgo, we now shift our gaze to the brilliant and ever-popular Orion. Orion, named after the mythical Greek hunter and son of Poseidon, is a dazzling constellation located on the celestial equator. Its radiant blue giants make it universally recognizable. In the myth, Orion's boastful claim as the greatest hunter angered Hera, leading to his death by a scorpion, later represented by the constellation Scorpius. Zeus, in his mercy, placed Orion in the sky. Orion's belt, featuring the striking stars Al-Nalam, Mintica, and Alnitak, is perhaps the constellation's most defining feature. Betelgeuse and Bellatrix represent Orion's shoulders, while the Orion Nebula stands as the central star in Orion's sword. Best visible from November to February, this celestial hunter battles against Taurus the bull in the night sky. Which constellation story resonated with you the most? Did the mythical battles of Orion and Scorpius ignite your sense of adventure? Or did the tragic love stories of Ursa Major and Cassiopeia tug at your heartstrings? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to SceptiCosmos for more enlightening journeys into the wonders of our universe. This is SceptiCosmos signing off.